I'm an Australian Reva Muslim understanding the religion of Islam. Now, the greatest Imams that ever lived is definitely Imam Muhammad al-Bukhari, and he is the author of Sahih al-Bukhari. Now, this collection of hadith is recognized by a majority of Muslims as the most authentic sunnah of the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him. Now, he memorized over 7,000 hadith and had to go over 600,000 hadith over 16 years, completing 2 rakat every time he wrote down a hadith. That's 14,000 units of prayer. Now, in order to meet his criteria, the narrators have to be confirmed and connected, so they must have met trustworthy and precise. Now, his memory was so good that he was envied, and a bunch of scholars came up to him, fabricated some hadith, and he could pinpoint exactly which chain of narrators was messed up or if it was fabricated hadith. Truly one of the greatest imams that have ever lived.
So this is a question that even I was like, what do I do in this situation? Like, especially if they're buying pork, if they're buying non-halal meat, do I say, listen, you gotta eat halal? Especially when it comes to people with mental health and disabilities, their mindset isn't even there. So we all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically doesn't write down, or the angels doesn't write down their sins. So technically they're exempt to any haram that they will, endure, just because they're mentally not sound. But on the other hand, if there is someone that I know personally and is not Muslim and is doing haram, I have to tell them, and I try to as best as I can. So as an Australian Reva Muslim, there's a lot of perks, and one of the perks is that all the haram things get wiped, all the sins, all, blah, blah, blah. But people always ask me, oh, how was it? How was it doing the haram? Bad. That's why they're haram. Like the amount of days that I could have spent doing, better things with my life. Instead, I was gambling, drinking, doing other things. I should have done better. Now, alhamdulillah, it's good. But that was another me.
This is day number 2 of learning how to read Arabic. New day, new page, and I thought I was going to know the letters that I didn't know yesterday, and I was wrong. I still don't remember fa and kof, and I thought I'd be able to remember it. Wow. And like any good Muslim, I made dua and got back into it. So I have finally remembered fa and kof and the difference between them, but now I'm missing out ones I already know. I feel like with just repetition, I'm just going to remember the letters anyway, so I'm going to go to the next lesson. A little study buddy. The lesson I was doing today was basically seeing how the letters connect to other letters, and it was very difficult, but alhamdulillah, I managed. I did write them down, by the way. Basically, what I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm just going to be revising, testing myself. See you tomorrow. That's day 2.
So a lot of people actually say that Islam is the fastest growing religion because of higher birth rates, because people are forced in the religion, all the nonsense. But what I have to say to that is, empires rise, empires fall, and especially when it comes to, the Ottoman Empire that collapsed, the Qin dynasty that collapsed, the Roman Empire that collapsed. Like, empires fall, and if those empires that were actually grew because of wars, then technically Islam would fall. But alhamdulillah, it's the truth, it's the way, and everyone should be Muslim, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you're planning on going to Hajj or Umrah and you don't have your health to 100%, where you are struggling to walk a couple meters without having a break, or having a sip of water, having to sit down, Umrah and Hajj is going to be a mission. So inshallah ta'ala, I can help you achieve those goals and prepare your body and your mind for Umrah and Hajj. Assalamu alaikum. Here's 3 tips to increase your barakah to your day. Allah knows best. Inshallah, let's get into it. Number 1 is starting your day with Fajr and thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying Alhamdulillah. Next one is prioritizing Salah and du'as, being sincere and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for blessings. And the last one is acts of kindness and prioritizing getting good deeds. This can be as simple as smiling and giving charity. It's that simple.